Welcome back to Mind Pump TV. I'm your host, Danny Matranga, and today we're going to deep dive into 3 of my absolute must-do moves. These are 3 underrated muscle builders, performance enhancers, and they have a lot of carryover and applicability for any goal. Best thing about them, they're easy to pick up, learn how to do, and master. So let's dive into them right now. First movement is a Hex Bar Deadlift. Now, the Hex Bar Deadlift is a little bit more like a squat than it is like a deadlift. In fact, world-renowned strength coach Mark Rippetoe describes it as a squat with the bar in your hands. And I very much agree with Mark when he says this. Now, this is partially why I like the movement so much. For young athletes or people who are new to squatting or even picking things up off the ground in traditional deadlift fashion, there is a lot of technique and nuance required to do these things well, and a lot of time required to get to a point where you can load that exercise significantly. Where the Hex Bar Deadlift really wins is it's very easy to learn how to perform. It's got a nice, natural, accommodating shape that allows most people to do it, whether they're short or tall. And it allows people to load the bar up quite a bit very quickly, allowing them to gain, develop strength, potentially add muscle, and a variety of other performance benefits. Now, by no means does this mean it is a replacement for traditional squatting and deadlifting patterns, but it is absolutely a movement you should have in your arsenal as a lifter, and certainly one you should know how to coach as a trainer. The second movement is the chin-up. Not the traditional wide grip pull-up, which is a fantastic exercise in its own right, but the underhanded version where the arm is internally rotated and your palms are facing you in supination. That puts you into the traditional chin-up position. What makes the chin-up incredible is it does an additionally nice job of hitting the biceps and lower trap muscles as you lift the thoracic spine up to bring the chest to the bar. This hits the lats, which we traditionally associate with the pull-up, but also allows the lifter to, like I said, hit those biceps and lower traps. And this grip position for most lifters seems to allow them to get a few more reps out. So if you are somebody who's looking to increase their relative grip strength, posterior chain strength, specifically in the upper body, and even the size of your arms, working on chin-ups in conjunction with pull-ups will be a fantastic tool to add to your arsenal, and it seems to be one that's been quite forgotten over the years, despite having a ton of utility, and all you really needing is something to hang from. So don't forget your chin-ups. They're a fantastic exercise, which brings me on to exercise number 3, lunges. Any variation will do, but I am impartial to the Bulgarian split squat. The reason I love lunges so much is they give an incredible opportunity to load the lower body hard, especially the glutes and the quads. Now, typically, lifters opt for squats and deadlifts, which are quite a bit more technical and oftentimes present more risk. Now, this isn't to scare you from squatting and deadlifting. Those movements are safe when done properly. That being said, think critically here. How many lifters have you met that suffered an injury squatting or deadlifting in some way, shape, or form, whether it was their own fault or a programming fault? Probably quite a few. But in my many years coaching, I've yet to run into an individual who injured themselves lunging. This makes the lunge and the lunge pattern a fantastic opportunity for athletes and special populations to train in absence of injury opportunity, or at least mitigating injury opportunity. So think about reverse lunges, walking lunges, my personal favorite, the split squat, as an amazing way to supplement your existing lower body training, get a ton of core benefits, you get a ton of stabilization benefits because you have a unilateral component, and you're going to have every bit the same opportunity to build a significant amount of muscle. So, to wrap it up, 3 exercises you need to have in your toolbox if you want to be a great trainer or a great trainee. You've got to have that Hex Bar Deadlift. It's an incredible opportunity to build power, force off of the ground, while kind of lowering the associative lower back strain of traditional squats and deadlifts. Then you have the chin-up, a fantastic variation of the traditional pull-up that's going to do a great job of building your arms, lower traps, as well as your lats. And of course, lunges. In this case, I'm a big fan of the split squat, which does an amazing job of hammering the quad and the glute. And you can even make variations within that split squat to pick which of those two you want to hit. Thanks so much again for watching. Again, if you liked the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop us a comment below if you have any questions. Be sure to tell me what lifts you think are underrated or forgotten performance enhancers, and have an awesome day. Thanks for tuning in to Mind Pump TV.